Let us get into some of this crazy news. This all happened when Emily Blunt addressed the casting rumors of her being Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four on the Howard Stern show. So let's get in here. Let us just listen for ourselves on what Miss Emily Blunt said on the Howard Stern program.
The big thing. Here's the big thing everyone wants to know. I am a big fan of Fantastic Four. You've heard the rumors that you and John, what do you mean? Don't make a face. That you and John are going to be Reed Richards and his wife Sue in the Fantastic Four movie, which I think would be a great idea.
No, that is fan casting. That no one has received a phone call. That is all. That's just people saying, "Wouldn't that be great?" And that's it. No one has received.
In a way, are you too good of an actress to really participate?
Say that.
Are you too good of an actress to really take that role seriously? Because in a way, maybe the whole genre of superhero movies is beneath you.
It's not that it's beneath me. It's not that, because I love Iron Man. I wanted to work with Robert Downey Jr. It would have been amazing. Yes. But I don't know if superheroes are for me. They're not up my alley.
You don't like the superheroes, or is it that a lot of women I speak to,
I think
we're not into comics?
It's been exhausted. I think it's just that we are inundated. It's not only all the movies, it's the endless TV shows as well. And it's not to say that I would never want to play one. It would just have to be something so cool and like a really cool character, and then I'd be interested. But in general, I don't race to see superhero movies, and maybe because I feel they leave me feeling a bit cold. I can't explain it. I can't get in there.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting statements made by Emily Blunt. I also wanted to pull this article up, okay? Because this article, I believe, let's see here. When was this? Yeah, this is from 2018. And she is talking about Captain Marvel. There were rumors again that she was going to be Captain Marvel. Okay, let me just make sure y'all can see this all right here. Cool, looks like it's good. Let's go through this together and see if we can glean any information on how she approaches these things and how she's talked about it in the past. Speaking to Screen Crush, while promoting her acclaimed new horror film, Quiet Place, Blunt was asked about those long ago Captain Marvel rumors and said that she never even got a call from the studio. "Oh, nobody ever called me about it," Blunt said, laughs. "It was all untrue." Blunt also noted that it's awesome that Larson landed the role and went on to say that she doesn't need a comic book superhero on her resume now. She has Mary Poppins. I mean, I think Mary Poppins is a superhero, so I'll just say that she's my superhero, Blunt said. "Yeah, I think I've fulfilled that. I'll just say it's her. Listen, she can fly, she has superpowers, she's magical. I'll just go with Mary Poppins." So while it doesn't really matter at this point, now that we know that Blunt apparently never even got close to Carol Danvers, and she seems fine with that, after all, her connection to the role was always fueled more by fan wish lists than actual studio interest, and her career's gone well since. A Quiet Place is shaping up to be one of the best reviewed genre films of the year, and Mary Poppins Returns already seems destined for a major Christmas weekend opening. Okay, pretty interesting. Now, I of course want to know what you guys think of this, but I got to be completely honest with my take. Now, a lot of this is speculation, but when I see her make that face and when I see her address this thing, I'm not going to lie to you. Like this, like that. Come on, man. That is different. That is different body language, and it feels different in the way she is answering this question than when we see Andrew Garfield squirm like a squirmy McSquirmstum because he knows he's Spider-Man, and we all know it, and it's just a really awkward kind of, circus almost at this point, right? To me, this seems like a completely different answer and a completely different answer. And also, remember when we talked yesterday about how on the Jimmy Kimmel interview, it seems like at least through rehearsal or at least through some kind of communication, Jimmy knew what he could talk about, the things he was going to talk about, and Ewan sort of saw those things coming. You could almost feel that they had been over those questions before. There was context there. Similarly here, when Howard is saying, do you feel like they're beneath you or this kind of stuff like that, I feel like that's an angle or a discussion or an extrapolation from conversations that those two have had off the record, okay? Because you see this stuff manifest in interviews and in conversations like this. Now, we also have heard other rumors. Jennifer Lawrence's name has been thrown into the hat as Sue Storm. That seemed to be pretty much a thing. And ever since, I want to say over a year ago, when a lot of the Krasinski and Emily Blunt rumors were out there, both of them seemed to throw a lot of cold water on them. In fact, the names that we've been hearing that are connected to actual good sources and people that are reputable out there is like a Joseph Gordon-Levitt. A Joseph Gordon-Levitt and a Jennifer Lawrence, which is a younger sort of take on the Fantastic Four, it would seem, at least, compared to Krasinski and compared to Emily Blunt. And it's just important to note that even back in 2018, she really did seem to be saying the same thing, having the same song and dance when it came to the Marvel rumors. And really, frankly, the end of that call or the end of that interview where she's kind of saying like, they leave me feeling a little like hollow or something to that degree. Like, to me, man, that's a big old sign that it is not going to be Emily Blunt as Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four. So that is the interview. That is what is being said out there and sort of my take on it. Let me just speculate a little bit about what could be happening behind the scenes. I frankly think that Krasinski may be more interested in being a part of the MCU than Emily Blunt. But remember what we always said when those rumors were swirling around. We always said it's a package deal or probably not. You know what I mean? Like, it would make a lot of sense. They are, a good couple, but there's so much weirdness and pressure that comes on that sort of a thing. And I think in this current day and age, when we're really seeing like this sort of battle with the studios, the artists' rights, there's a tension. There's this like subtle tension between everything out there. And she's talking about all these shows and all these things and just being inundated with all this content. It really does seem like even if conversations were had, which could be the case, and then that whole never got a call thing, which we know is something they all say just to kind of cushion the fact that, like, of course they didn't call, their agent got a call and then it was whatever. It's like a safe way for them to lie. But if she did indeed have conversations and met with Kevin Feige, I think that they turned him down. You know what I mean? I think that they turned him down, and I think that he definitely wanted that to be the case. In fact, we had heard that he had met with Emily Blunt, and even as late as mid-2020 or early 2020, late 2019, that he actually did meet with her. You know what I mean? So I got to be honest, I just don't think it's going to happen. I know it's sort of heartbreaking for the fans out there, but I do not think that Emily Blunt is going to be in the Fantastic Four. I do not think John Krasinski is going to play Reed Richards. I think they're going in a different direction. I think Feige probably tried because of the assumed fan kind of stuff out there. I think with them teasing out the logo for Fantastic Four recently on that trailer, we are bound to be getting some leaks and more info on that very, very soon. But I don't think it's Emily Blunt, guys. I think she's being honest when she says, nah, fam, I'm good.